Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Bite Sized Med, and welcome to the first ever video posted to this channel. We are going to discuss about the causes of hematuria. You can follow us in our Instagram page at the bite.sized.med. We will be posting similar content there, and we will also be posting useful study tips, memory aids, and basically anything related to medicine simplified in bite-sized chunks for you to swallow. So let us move on with the topic of the discussion of this video, and that is the cause of hematuria. So what are the causes of hematuria? Before talking about the causes of hematuria, I would like to briefly revise the anatomy of the urinary tract. So we have two kidneys, as we all know, and we have two ureters, one urinary bladder, and males have prostate. So that is what I have tried to show in this picture. So we have the two kidneys here, we have the ureter, we have the urinary bladder, we have the prostate, and we have the urethra. The urinary tract can now be divided into upper urinary tract and lower urinary tract. So upper urinary tract and lower urinary tract are divided in such a way that anything above the urinary bladder constitutes your upper urinary tract, and anything below your urinary bladder constitutes your lower urinary tract. Another easier way to remember this would be anything that are in pair constitute the upper urinary tract. That means there are two kidneys, two ureters, and these make up the upper urinary tract. And all those urinary structures that are solitary, that are single, or that are not in pair, like your urinary bladder and your urethra, constitute your lower urinary tract. Our discussion, the way I have categorized the causes of hematuria is such that there might be kidney causes of hematuria, there might be urethral causes of hematuria, there might be bladder causes of hematuria, there might be prostatic causes of hematuria, and there might be urethral causes of hematuria. So if anybody asks you, or what are the possible pathologies in your lower urinary tract that can lead to hematuria, so you could describe them, the pathologies that I'll be subsequently discussing in this video, in the urinary bladder, prostate, and the urethra. Similarly, if someone asks you what are the pathologies that are present in your upper urinary tract that can present with hematuria, you could discuss those pathologies that I'll be discussing about the kidney and the ureter. Okay, so with this concept, let us now talk about, let's get a general idea. Okay, so whenever we are talking about the etiology or the cause of hematuria, 90% of the causes of hematuria are urological. So again, these numbers might vary according to books, according to publication, but the idea that I want to give you is that most of the causes of hematuria are urological. So hematuria is actually an important topic for your surgery, but it is equally important for medicine because 9% of the causes of hematuria are nephrological. So what's the difference? Your urological causes would constitute your ureter, bladder, prostate, urethra. Okay, nephrological causes would constitute your kidneys. So 9% of the causes of hematuria are nephrological. 90% of the causes of hematuria are urological. 1% of the causes of hematuria, or the cause of hematuria, is hematological. So with this concept in mind, let us delve into the different causes of hematuria. Let us start with the kidney causes or the renal causes of hematuria. So inside your kidneys, what are the possible pathologies that can present with blood in urine? So the first thing that comes to my mind is mass. So any mass in your kidneys can produce blood, can ultimately lead to hematuria. Okay? So as with masses anywhere in the body, your mass could be a benign mass or it could be a malignant mass, right? So a benign mass would be something like an abscess, Okay? Or it could be something like an oncocytoma or an angiolipoma. While malignant masses could be because of renal cell carcinoma, or it could be a transitional cell carcinoma. Okay, so number one cause is mass. Number two cause could be vascular. Okay, makes sense because there might be vascular pathologies that might be leading to blood appearing in your urine. So what are these vascular causes? So you could remember the vascular causes as renal artery embolism or renal vein thrombosis. Another cause could be arteriovenous malformation. And this is not exactly a vascular cause, but it is related to the blood. So I'm putting it here, and that is sickle cell anemia. So what happens sometimes in sickle cell anemia, there might be, as a consequence, there might be papillary necrosis, okay, renal papillary necrosis. And renal papillary necrosis can present with hematuria. You should also be careful, like you should also be vigilant, like if your patient has visible chunk of pinkish fleshy mass coming out of their urine, or generally in hospitalized patients, they might be catheterized, and so you could visualize these chunks of pinkish masses in the urobag itself. So if you see these masses in the urobag of your patients, you should probably suspect that the patient has papillary necrosis. Definitely, sickle cell anemia is not the only cause of papillary necrosis. Vesicoureteral reflux can cause papillary necrosis. There are many different causes of papillary necrosis, but papillary necrosis is again definitely a cause of hematuria. The third pathology that you should think of is infection. Okay. As I've already mentioned, renal abscess can cause hematuria. Other infections in your kidneys would definitely mean pyelonephritis. So pyelonephritis can cause hematuria. Another very important genital or genitourinary infection that can cause hematuria is your tuberculosis, which is more prevalent in our part of the world. The third cause of hematuria, infectious cause of hematuria, quite rare but possible, is schistosomiasis. I'm very sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but this is generally, it's a parasitic infection and infestation, and it is definitely a plausible cause of infectious cause of hematuria. Another very important thing that can go wrong in your kidneys and that can present with hematuria is your renal stone. So again, there are three things that you should remember in renal stone. Conditions which cause renal stone can also lead to hematuria. The condition itself, that is the presence of stones inside your kidneys, can also cause hematuria. And the complication of renal stone can also cause hematuria. Like, what is the cause of renal stone? Generally, hypercalciuria or hyperuricosuriia can cause hematuria. Okay, condition that is renal stone itself, the presence of stones inside your kidneys or your ureter or your bladder, which I'll come to subsequently, can cause hematuria. And the complication, which is hydroureteronephrosis, can also present with hematuria. Okay, so the fourth thing, we've discussed four major broad headings. We've discussed about mass, we've discussed about vascular causes, we've discussed about infection, we've discussed about renal stone. Another very important thing that you should not miss are your glomerular causes. So what are the different glomerular causes of hematuria? The glomerular diseases that present with hematuria are known as nephritic syndrome. These are broadly categorized as nephritic syndrome. So you should never forget thin basement membrane disease. Never forget Alport syndrome, IgA nephropathy. There are many other causes of hematuria, like PSGN can also cause hematuria, but you should never, at least not forget these three diseases. Okay. Now let us move on to the ureteral causes of hematuria. There are only 5 pathologies that I want you to remember. So imagine this is your ureter. I'm trying to make the pelvi-ureteric junction here, and let's say this is a ureter. Not the best diagram in the world, but I think it gets the job done. First thing, obviously, I think most of you would answer, like if asked the causes of hematuria, most of you would say a ureteric stone. So definitely a ureteric stone, a ureteric stone can definitely cause hematuria. Any malignant growth can cause hematuria. Sometimes fibroepithelial polyps can cause hematuria. Sometimes ureteric strictures can cause hematuria. And quite often, you should not miss this, especially in patients who are admitted to the surgery wards. Should not miss post surgical causes. Sometimes certain procedures might have been done in the patient, or sometimes, for example, a DJ stent is placed after stone removal, right? So the DJ stent, or the process of placing the DJ stent, or the process of removing the DJ stent might also cause hematuria. So these are the 5 causes that I want you to remember. Now, let us move on to the bladder causes of hematuria. Inside the bladder, I just want you to remember 4 pathologies. First pathology that I want you to remember is a inflammation of your bladder, which is known as cystitis. Second pathology, a bladder stone. Third pathology, again, a malignancy. And a bladder malignancy could be a transitional cell carcinoma or a squamous cell carcinoma. And the fourth and the final pathology that I want to remember is actually not a pathology, but sometimes because of radiation, there could be bleeding from the urinary bladder. So these are the 4 pathologies that I want you to remember, which are related to the urinary bladder and can present with hematuria. Now let's talk about the prostatic causes. Sorry, I'm making a horrible diagram, but I'll try to improve this in the future. So let's talk about the prostate. So us males have prostate, and there are certain conditions which can present with hematuria. So the first thing would be your benign prostatic hyperplasia. Second thing is your prostatic carcinoma. The third thing is sometimes certain surgical procedures like transurethral resection of prostate can also present with hematuria. It can lead to hematuria. Okay, so these are the 3 conditions that I would like you to remember in prostate. Sometimes you can even take biopsies of the prostate. And while I say this, I'd also like you to remember one very important point. The investigation of choice for the histopathologic examination of your prostate is the transurethral ultrasonography guided true cut biopsy of the prostate. Okay, so finally, we've come to the last section of this discussion today. What are the urethral causes of hematuria? So both males and females have a urethra. So these causes are relevant for both males and females, while these causes are only relevant to males. You should never forget to rule out these causes in elderly males. Elderly males who are presenting to you with urinary symptoms along with hematuria should always raise a suspicion of prostate pathologies, right? Urethral causes of hematuria. Again, there are not many urethral causes of hematuria. One thing that you should never forget is traumatic catheterization. Okay, so traumatic catheterization, sometimes you insert a Foley's catheter and you might induce trauma to the mucosa of the urethra itself. So it might lead to hematuria. So traumatic catheterization itself can be a cause of hematuria. The second thing would be the inflammation of urethra, which is known as urethritis. can cause hematuria. The third and final, there might be other causes of urethral hematuria, but the third cause of hematuria you should not forget is urethral diverticulum. So just to revise, there might be pathologies in your kidneys, there might be pathologies in your ureter, there might be pathologies in your bladder, there might be pathologies in your prostate, and there might be pathologies in your urethra that might lead to hematuria. Inside your kidneys, you should never forget mass, vascular causes, infective causes, renal stone and related causes, and glomerular causes of hematuria. In your ureter, 5 things. Don't remember other pathologies. Just remember these 5 pathologies: urethral strictures, urethral stones, malignancies, fibroepithelial polyps, and post-surgical hematuria could be presenting as urethral causes of hematuria. Bladder, just remember 4 pathologies: radiation, cystitis, bladder stone, and bladder malignancies. Bladder malignancies could be transitional cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma. Urethral causes, just remember 3 conditions: traumatic catheterization, urethritis, and urethral diverticulum could be presenting with hematuria. And in males, benign prostatic hyperplasia, prostatic carcinoma, and certain surgical interventions can be the cause of hematuria. Having said all these things, there are certain other systemic causes that you should never forget in a person with hematuria. So what are the systemic causes of hematuria? As I've already mentioned, tuberculosis could be one of the systemic causes of hematuria. Schistosomiasis could be another cause of hematuria. Third and very important thing is you should never forget to ask the drug history of the patient. So if the patient is on any blood thinner, if the patient is on any anticoagulant therapy, that could be the cause of hematuria. So generally anticoagulants could be the cause of hematuria. The fourth thing that you should have in mind is something known as exercise-induced hematuria. And because it involves renal stones, might involve your kidneys or might involve your ureter or it might involve your urinary bladder. So I've mentioned it here. Renal stones are another very important causes of hematuria. Finally, before ending this discussion, I would like to discuss about some pathologies or some condition or sometimes physiological things that mimic hematuria. If a patient is on anti-tubercular therapy and is receiving rifampicin, this can produce red or orange colored urine, which might appear as blood in urine. Okay. Number 2, another drug that can produce hematuria, that can mimic hematuria, is nitrofurantoin. It generally produces reddish or pinkish colored urine. Again, this is a very important mimicker of hematuria. Patients on nitrofurantoin might think that they are passing blood in their urine. Number 3, you should always be careful while asking a female, while evaluating a female for hematuria, because if the female is menstruating, there might be blood. You might even see frank blood or you might see microscopic hematuria, but that is definitely not hematuria. Another thing that you should never forget is if the patient has eaten beetroot, sometimes the color of the urine can change and appear reddish. The fifth thing that I don't I would want you to consider is porphyria. So porphyrias can also present with red colored urine, but these are not hematuria. So you should always rule out these drugs. If the patient complaining of red coloration of urine has recently taken these drugs, you should always take menstrual history in females and maybe nutritional history. You should at least try to rule out if the patient had taken anything that might change the color of the urine. And you should also think of porphyrias while you are evaluating a case of hematuria. With this, I would like to end this short discussion. I hope this has been a fruitful one. I will be sharing all of these causes in concise form through my Instagram at the rate bite sized med also. So you can follow us there so that it will be easier for you to revise on the go. You can also save our Instagram posts for future references. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please share this video if you liked this video. Thank you for watching the entire video.